So good afternoon, everyone. Today we start off with the first of the scaffolding digital competencies, which is a best practice of our college. And the theme of this uh, series is tools for synchronous and asynchronous classrooms. So this series will go on from today, 26th July, right up till 7th August. And on a daily basis, from about 12 noon onwards, we will have this program. Uh, this is a program which has had a lot of success in the previous year, and some of our alumni who were mentors for this scaffolding digital competencies are now using it in their schools. They have got jobs on this basis. Some of them are have startups which are related to this work. So it's something really wonderful. And today we have our resource person, Miss Azmina Khoja, who will discuss one of the tools. And our session moderator is Mr. Hamid Raza. Over to Hamid.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Good afternoon and a warm welcome to each one of you. We should initiate every good work with the blessing of Almighty. So I request technical team to play our college prayer.
ॐ सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् ॐ अस्तो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतं गमय ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः.
Thank you, technical team. So communication is a process of passing information and understanding from one person to another. This can involve several iterations before mutual understanding is achieved. For the communication process to happen, communication tool plays an important role in facilitating collaboration between individuals involved. We as a teacher are going to communicate with our students. Effective communication can increase students' engagement, which boosts educational productivity as well as growth. To make the student-teacher communication effective, ICT tools are useful. In this series of SDC webinar, which is spanning over 2 weeks, we'll be getting familiar with certain ICT tools, which will make the teaching learning experience captivating. Let's have a look at our previous SDC cycle held in March 2021. Can we have a slide on the screen? So in March 2021, we had a successful 1 week national webinar in which SYBED student of BTTC taught us different ICT tools. Naming few of the mentors, we had Miss Salshabil Sheikh, Miss Ritika Makhija, Miss Zubia Sheikh, Miss Pooja Gala, Mr. Arbaz Sheikh, Miss Bhavika Gyan Chandani, and many more. The webinar had attendees from all over the country. Now, I'd like to call upon Mr. Akhil Chandrasekhar for the introduction of a resource person of today's session, that's Miss Azmina Khoja. Now, I'll hand over the platform to Mr. Akhil Chandrasekhar. Akhil.
Thank you, Hamid. Okay, so good morning, everyone. It's a beautiful day today, and let me do the honors of introducing our resource person today, Miss Azmina Khoja. So, Miss Azmina Khoja is a wonderful and a dynamic person from our own FIBEd class. She's multi-talented and is the logistics secretary of our student council, as well as the treasurer of the literary club. She's done a Bachelor's of Arts in Education and English Literature from Sophia's College for Women and is currently pursuing a Master's of Arts in Education from IGNOU. She's also worked at the Stones to Milestone Institution as an excellent facilitator of English language. Miss Azmina Khoja is highly passionate, energetic, and always imparts a positive energy around her. And she's also an excellent teacher in making. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I present to you the resource person of today's Scaffolding Digital Competencies, Miss Azmina Khoja. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Akhil and Hamid, for the lovely introduction. A lot of praises, I can't digest it. But a very good afternoon to all of you. Can you all please switch on your videos? I would love to see all of you. And quickly in the chat box, I want you to write down how are you feeling today? Whatever you're feeling. You're feeling good, you're feeling nice. Okay. Can I please have everyone on the screen? Okay. Right, great. Okay, so 7 of you have replied. Right. So I hope everybody is feeling great and awesome today. I'm going to begin. Well, my introduction has already been done, so I won't say much about myself, but I'm going to be teaching you a tool, a digital tool, which is called Mentimeter. And we're going to start by doing a small quiz kind of an activity so that you know how students actually use Mentimeter. So keep your videos on, don't go anywhere. I'm going to send the link in the chat box. Okay, Gidney, you're feeling curious about the session. Okay, so I'm going to paste a link in the chat box and I want all of you to go to that link. And there are a few questions that will pop up on your screen and I want you to answer those questions. So you'll see 2 questions. I'm going to share my screen and you can answer the questions that come up on your screen. Is that clear?
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
Yes, it's
Yes.
clear.
Okay, perfect. Wow, amazing. So here I see people are responding and the question is, how many years has India been an independent nation for? Oh my God. Who thinks it's 74 years and who thinks it's 76 years? Oh my God, oh my God. 48, 45, 50% of our class thinks it's 76 years. Oh my God. Well, it is not 76 years, it's 75. Let's move on to the next question. Just hold on, I'm so sorry about this. Okay, now again, open the same link and I think you should see a different question now. So the question is, name any 2 freedom fighters you know of who helped India to get independence. Can all of you see this question on your screen? Oh, hold on, hold on. Can you see this question on the link?
Yes.
Sorry?
Yes, we can see the question.
No. I'm not on my screen, but on the link. Because you all
Yes,
need
yes,
to...
we can see
Okay.
it on the link as well.
Perfect.
We're not able to submit the answer.
Exactly. I'm just trying to figure it out. Okay, just hold on. Okay, well, please put in your answers in the chat box as of now. The question is, name any two freedom fighters you know of who helped India to get independence. Okay, let me check the chat. Wow, great. Amazing, amazing. So this question that I showed all of you would probably lead to a word cloud wherein your responses would be up there on the screen over here. Yeah. Okay, can you submit it now? I'm so sorry. Can you submit it now? Just let me know.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, perfect. So now we'll see everybody's
Yes.
responses on the screen and it would come up as a word cloud. So I'm really excited to see what answers do you post. Okay, let me just try refreshing it. Okay. Well, have you all submitted the responses?
Yes. Yes.
Yes, we have.
Okay, well, I am unable to see it. But anyways, I'm going to show you how this works. And I'm going to figure out what's wrong at the moment. But thank you so much. There's one last question I want you to attempt. And I'm going to post another link in the chat. So go ahead and open this link and please answer the question. Here. So the question is, share some values you admire about the freedom fighters you know of. Wow, amazing. So again, this is a word cloud, what you see on the screen, and these are the responses that all of you have shared. Courage, bravery, amazing, amazing. Thank you so much, everyone. So this was all about Mentimeter, and whatever questions you were attempting were made with the help of Mentimeter. So let me tell you something about Mentimeter. So it's a great tool which can be used to make quizzes, to take poll results, and to know about the percentage of a particular topic. And here are some of the features that make Mentimeter a very unique tool from what the other tools are. So some of the key features are here. It helps in making beautiful interactive presentations in the presentation builder. So as the one that you can see on the screen, and you've already practiced one as well. It helps in collecting polls, data, and opinions from participants using smart devices. So of course, there are a lot of situations in our classroom where we need to, collect data or maybe find out some polls. So definitely we could use this, and of course, opinions as well. It helps us get insights on participants with trends and data export. You can use this data anywhere else as well. So yeah, that's about it. So far, so And so far, so clear, everybody? What is Mentimeter?
Yes. Yes.
Thank you, Aditi.
Yes.
Okay, all right. Thank you, everyone. So now let's dive in and look at what are the features and how to create presentations and quizzes and a lot of polls on mentimeter.com. So here is the link. This is the, okay. So let me start from the beginning. You open your browser first. Okay. So on your browser, you type the link mentimeter.com. That is the link that we first have to open. I'm going to put the link in the chat box so that everybody can access it. Okay, so here you see a blue color button, a blue color option which says my presentations, either of the one. Okay, so you click on that and then that's how you begin. The next step would be signing in or logging in. So I've already logged in, but I'm going to show you how to log in using your Gmail account. So I've just logged out and I'm going to log in again to show you how it works. Okay, yes. So it says sign up over here. It says sign up. So you click on that and then you sign up with Google because that's the free version of Mentimeter. But if you want a paid version, you can definitely, like, I'll show you the pricing, like the pricing details later on maybe, and then you can buy that one. So let's do sign up with Google. Yes. So you choose your Gmail account. And just because I've already put the password before, so it didn't ask me for the password again, but you might have to put in your password. The next step is, so this is the dashboard. This is the home page of the Mentimeter. On the left-hand side, you see three things, which I'm going to come to later on. But let's look at the first one, which is called My Presentations, which we are at right now. These are some of the presentations that I have made, some of the quiz or some of the question types that I've created, and I can see it over here. And let's see how to start making one. So we go to new presentation. Okay, or also like you can sit down with a notebook and a pen and just jot down some important things that you might want to remember, because after the lunch break, we will be going into breakout rooms and trying to create presentations on ourselves. So yes, just take screenshots or just keep noting down whatever you need to remember. This is the first question we get. Create new presentation, and we need to put the presentation name. So for example, I'll put something related to my pedagogy, which is English. So English, maybe presentation or English 1. Okay. And then we click on create presentation. These are very simple things, but we need to know when to use which kind of questions. Okay. All right. So this is the first slide that I see on the homepage of the Mentimeter. And on the right hand side, you see different popular question types. So for example, we can create multiple choice questions, word cloud, open-ended questions, scales, ranking, Q&A. There are even more. For quiz competition, you can select this one, select answer, type answer. Then we have another feature of this, which is called content slides, wherein you create presentations just like Google Docs or maybe a PowerPoint presentation. But again, it has certain different features than what a PowerPoint presentation will offer to you. And the next feature is the advanced questions. So maybe 100 points and 2x2 grid, quick form, who will win, pin on image. So these are like very advanced features. We would try the basic ones, which will help us in the day-to-day classroom teaching and learning process. So we are gonna start with a multiple choice question. And I hope all of you know multiple choice question is when it's just like a quiz. You put in a question, you put multiple options for the children to select. And if you remember in the beginning, the question that I asked you about the Independence Day was exactly this. This is how I created it. Let's start by putting in our question. So I've already prepared some questions, and okay. So something related to English is could be. Just post the question. Hold on.
Who wrote Hamlet?
Okay, I would take that question as well. Thank you so much, Pooja. Okay, let's start with Pooja's question and then my question. And if the others want to contribute, feel free to. I'll just skip out my question. Who wrote Hamlet? And please, can I have the options?
Shakespeare.
Yes.
Then William Wordsworth.
Rudyard Kipling.
Premchand.
And Azmina
Wow.
Khoja.
All right, I would do that. Okay, no. So the thing is that some of the features of this application or this tool could be found and could be accessed only on an upgraded version. So I'll keep on mentioning that whenever it is required. So yes, I'm not going to add that option now. Yes. So we're done with the question, and we have put in the options as well. Just put on. Yes. So after we do that, if we wish to include an image or a GIF in our question to make it look very attractive and innovative, you could do that by clicking here. I'm just going to show you how to do that. So the first option is upload, wherein you can upload things from your library, from your computer or your phone gallery. Again, here image library means you can type something here and you can try to get something from online. So let me try something about Hamlet. And here we go. You click on it and then you have it. Like you can have it on the question along with the question. So this is one option, and another option, you go to back, and if you want to add GIFs, some GIFs, then you can definitely type in whatever you want. So for example, novels or books. So you get, oh. Yes, and then you just click on it. And similarly, you click on save, and you can, like, you have it on the screen. Then it's going to be uploaded. So let's see how it looks like. Yes, so that's how it's going to look like. You can crop the GIF the way you want it. Everything so far so clear?
Yes.
Yes, great.
Yes.
Great.
Yes.
Awesome. Okay, thank you so much. The next feature of the same question type is the result layout. How do you want the result to look like? Because this is a multiple choice question and people can probably select more than one option at one time. You would want to see the results of it, right? So do you want it to be in a bar form, a donut form, a pie form, or some dot form? Okay. Then the next is some extra questions that we need to look at. Show correct answers to your participants. So of course, if you click on this, then you will have to select one correct answer over here. So the correct answer is William Shakespeare, and you click on the left hand side square of the option that you've mentioned, and you see a green color tick, which means that you've selected that option to be the correct answer. Okay. The next question, the next detail is that show results in percentage form. So if you want to see the percentage form, then you can go ahead with that. But here, because the, okay, yes, absolutely. So we could do that as well. And the third option is let participants choose multiple options. So if you don't have a correct answer for the question, if you want the participants to select multiple options based on your pedagogy or whatever activity you're doing in class, you can ask them to choose multiple, let participants choose multiple options as well as the correct answer, or maybe randomly. Okay. So these are a few things you can keep in mind. I'm gonna switch off that option. Okay. The next part of it is the segmentation bit. So it says present the results according to what the audience answered on another question. So this is basically not very relevant to what we want over here. This is in case you have a question, if you had given a question before to the participants to answer, and based on that, if you want, if you want to see the results of the present question, we would just select donut as of now, or yeah. And you can remove the image as well from here, or you can edit it once again by clicking on the edit option, and you can crop it the way you want to, like this. And you can save it again. Yes. Let's look at one more thing we need to focus on, which is called customize. So in that, we have a few things we need to have a check on. So show image, which will again show image right here. But if you don't select on that, then it will have the usual layout where the image is on the left hand side. Close voting. So if you remember in the beginning when you weren't able to submit your responses, so I think the reason was that the voting was closed, and you need to keep it open for your participants to answer. Hide instructions bar. This basically means removing instructions for how to join your presentation. If you think your students are able to join and are good to go with the Mentimeter and do the quiz, so you don't need to put the instructions, so you can hide it. And the next thing is hide results. If you don't want the participants to see the results, you can even hide it. The next thing is the layouts. So layouts basically will change the entire outlook of this rectangle thing you see over here. So you see what happens when I click on a different layout. It would automatically change like this. So here again, the first motive is to make the presentation or make the quiz or make the question more good looking and more creative. But again, you select different types of layouts according to your question. Okay. So whichever layout suits your question the best, you select that one. Okay, the next feature is the advanced layouts. Again, when you click on expand, you'll be able to see different kinds of layouts. If you want to go more in detail and more complex in conducting your activity or your quiz. The next one is the advanced colors. And here, if you see at the green color star over here, the green color mark with a black star in it, you'll come to know that, okay, this type of a feature is available in the upgraded version of Mentimeter. So you will have to purchase that price, that subscription, you will have to take it. So yeah, that's with this type of a question. Can I please quickly see your reactions? Is it clear to everybody? If you're clear with it, then just show me a thumbs up or any reaction.
Yes, clear.
Yes.
Perfect. Awesome. Okay. Let's continue. Another thing, so we'll go to another question type now, for which we need to go to the option add slide. On the left hand side top corner, you see add slide. So you click on that. And the reason why it is showing you a slide format is because when you do this with your children, you will have to present it and they will be able to see your presentation and the responses, right? And that creates curiosity among the students and they want to see what others have responded. And you see the results as well. Okay, so we've added another slide. And we are now going to explore another question type, which is called word cloud. So we click on that. And we wait. Yes. So now the moment I selected word cloud, Mentimeter is asking me, what is your question? So firstly, let me tell you what is a word cloud. Okay, so a word cloud is something that will look like this. It will have multiple responses of people. So for example, if you're doing a topic in English, and if you're teaching, if you're reading a story to them, and if you want to know what values have the children understood from the story, you could just put up a question like, what are the values you learn? What are the moral values you learned from the story? Write two words or 3 words. And all the answers are going to pop up here. The words, the responses given by maximum number of people are going to appear here in a bigger font, but the ones that have been responded by very few people are going to appear very small in font. So yeah, this is about a word cloud, and it's a beautiful question type that I like very much. And you can use it in your classroom wherever you feel that this could really help and get the students very engaged and very excited about the class. So any questions, suggestions for a word cloud wherein we will need a lot of responses? Any questions, suggestions? With it can be related to your pedagogy or any other thing. Or I'll go ahead with my question.
Types of verbs.
Sorry?
Different verbs.
Or maybe the
different type.
emotions or expression.
Okay. What did Aarti say?
Different types of novels, maybe that way.
Okay. All right. Well, of course, I'm gonna select one of the questions, but yeah, we can take more questions later on. Aarti, what was your question? What are the
Different types of books or novels.
Okay. Which novel or book have you read? Okay, so we're done with the question. And on the right hand side, it shows 109, which means 109 words you can still add on to the question. The question can't be any more bigger than that. Entries per participant. So again, here, how many responses do you want your participants or your children to give? So in this kind of a question, you can like say like 3 question or 4 question or 2. So you just keep on increasing or decreasing the number from here. I will put 2. And again, drag and drop or select an image with something that's related to your question. So you all know how to do that. And the last detail is let participants submit multiple times. So this particular option is very important. One, because sometimes participants just go to the link and they might type in something incorrectly, or they might have an error. And if, for example, if they've submitted, they can't submit again if you don't select on this option. So if you select on this option, they're able to go back and rectify their error and maybe submit it one more time. And 2, because they might also have to like answer for like they might have more than 2 responses. So yes, and again, the feature of customize is exactly the same as I told you for the previous question type. So do you want me to go over it again or no?
That's fine.
No, you can do the next one.
Okay, great. So we're ready with this question. Now you don't need to do anything. You don't need to save it. You don't need to download this Mentimeter. If you see carefully over here, you see an option or a notification which says saved. So your presentations are getting saved. The moment you make any change, everything is going to be saved and it's going to be there in your Gmail account, Mentimeter. Okay. Next, we see an option. Okay. Next, we go to the next question type, and then I'll take you to how to share the quiz or the activity. Now, one more very important thing is that once because this is a free version, once you've created 2 slides, Mentimeter won't allow you to make another slide for like free of cost. You will have to subscribe to the premium one. So what we do is we try to go to the home page of Mentimeter once again. And because this is saved already, we don't need to do anything. We go to my presentations again, which is going to be the home page. Okay. When you go to my presentations, you see a new presentation and you simply click on new presentation and then you start working on it. Let's quickly go through another question type and then we are done with that. Also, I deleted that presentation because it wasn't important and Mentimeter won't allow you to make, I think there's a limit. I'm going to check that and get back to you with that. But there's a maximum number of presentations that you can create and 2 slides in each presentation. So let's go to new presentation once again, and I call it English. And the name of the presentation is important because you will have to refer to it later on when you require it. So now it's going to direct me to the main page of Mentimeter where I create the questions. Okay. Shweta, if you could tell me like how many minutes do I have remaining? Or Meenakshi ma'am, if you could please tell me.
Azmina, like we started by 12:08, so still you have 5 to 7 minutes.
Okay, perfect.
Yes,
Awesome.
5 minutes
Meenakshi,
is good. Yeah, 5 to 7
minutes.
is good.
I'll be done in that much time. Thank you so much, ma'am. And Shweta. Okay, so now we go to the next question, which is called an open-ended question. which is this one. Yes, please, participants can ask questions in the chat box. Now you put a question which is an open-ended question where you will require the participants' opinion, or maybe if you want to check the participants' understanding. So you put a question something related to, like, something related to your pedagogy, of course, but a question like, any suggestions?
What do you think could be the alternative ending for Romeo and Juliet?
My God, Pooja, you have been into Hamlet now. Okay. So I'm gonna thank you, Pooja, for the question. But I'm going to go ahead with a very simple question wherein you'll be able to answer, like, you all will be comfortable with this question. So the question is, what activities can you think of? Hold on. What activities can you think of to teach the topic of adjectives to your students? So this is a question for all you teachers. And I post the question. Sorry, I pasted the question. And again, the image option is there. Result layout, again, do you want, okay, just see what happens when I select on a different layout every time. So when I click on speech bubbles, it will give me results in a speech bubble form. If I say one by one, everybody's responses will come up on the screen one by one, like one at a time. And when I say flow grid, it's basically like speech bubbles, but in flowing grid, it's gonna flow. The responses are gonna keep flowing. Okay, so let's keep it maybe flowing grid. And of course, let participants submit multiple times based on what quiz or activity you are doing and based on your convenience. So that's it. We're done with the next question as well. And again, when you go to customize, you see the same options again. And we are sorted. Now, the last thing is, how do you share this presentation, or how do you allow your children to participate or share respond to your questions? So you click on share. The moment you click on share, you see a lot of different options and a lot of different details that you need to fill in. The first is voting access. This presentation is available to join. Two options available to join through the QR code or direct link. What I did in the beginning of the session is I sent you a direct link, and you can easily open the quiz at that point of time. But if you wish to send them a code and not a link, what you do is you tell them to go to menti.com, not mentimeter.com, but you tell them to go to menti.com. This is the link that you have to tell them to open. When they go to this link, they'll be directed to a question which says enter your code. Okay, so how do you get your code? You can see your code over here. In the second option, you copy it, Control C and Control V wherever you want to paste it. So I do that right now. See, the code is there in the chat box. But if you close the voting access, they won't be able to participate. And the next detail is, did you remember to set the pace? Now, pace is all about speed and how much you are advancing with the questions. But here it's not really important because you hardly have 2 slides, and you can like take the participants on your own pace ahead. The next option is voting link. You copy the link and you paste it in the chat box, just like how I did in the beginning. And the last option is a QR code. You download this QR code, and once you do that, it's gonna get saved in your laptop in a picture form. And the advantage of a QR code, as far as I know, that you can just share your screen, show them the QR code, let them scan the QR code in their phones, and they can open the quiz very easily. Okay, so that's about it. And presentation sharing, again, the first option is going to be an advanced feature and a premium feature, but the next one is going to be linked to the live results. You can copy the link, embedded presentation. So if you want to embed this presentation somewhere, or if you want to copy it somewhere, you can copy the code or the link and export your presentation to Excel, screenshot, or PDF. Again, I think this is a premium version, but you can go ahead and try it out. So thank you so much, everybody, for listening so patiently to me. And we are done with 3 question types. I can take you through more, but those are like very easy, and you can figure it out yourself, I'm very sure. But in case you're stuck anywhere, I'm gonna be there to help you out. Also, I would like to give special appreciation to all my mentees, Aditi and Aditi Keshkar, for being in the back end and being a great support for me. So yeah, thank you so much. Over to Hamid Reza.
Thank you, Ms. Azmina. The session was enlightening. I'm very much sure that we all have learned a lot about Mentimeter. Now, we have few questions from participants. So I'm going to read the question. It's from Pooja. She asked, how do you have questions ready as options in your question section? There is a section called as your question. So can you add
Okay.
questions there?
Hold on. Where did you see that, Pooja? If I can.
Basically, when you have the first slide, you had those questions ready in advance in that section already, where you were choosing. You could choose from those options, right? Or then you typing your own question. So is it that something that the questions are sometimes you get it directly, or it is something that you have to feed in, or something like that, or you get ready questions as options directly that you can choose from?
So firstly, if you have to use this in your classroom, then you don't prefer using the questions that are already ready up there. But if you like want to get some ideas about a particular kind of a question, like how do I use this, how do I implement this, then I'll show you how do you do that. But in the beginning, what I did for the Independence Day quiz was not something I chose ready-made. That was something that I created. So here on the left-hand side, as I told you, I'll take you through this. The second option is called inspiration. So when you go to that option, you see a lot of different templates ready along with sample questions. And on the top, you see different themes. So one is all of the types. Then you have speakers, you have business. And once you add this to your present, when you click on add to my presentation, this is going to get saved into your folder, into your Gmail sync Mentimeter. And then one of your presentation creation is going to get less from there, right? So, but you can definitely try these out, because these give you a lot of ideas as to what kind of questions you can create. Teachers and student theme, so many questions. See, what words come to your mind when you hear about climate change? Okay. What is the equation of potential energy? So all these templates you are free to use.
Okay, and just one more doubt. You said that when we're sharing, when do you specifically use the Menti, only menti.com? Like otherwise you said that you have the QR code or you can send the link, but when do we use that menti.com and give that code specifically?
Good question. So all the 3 options are preferable, and all the 3 options are like good to go with. But it depends on you. If you're okay with QR code, you go ahead with that. If you're okay with the link, you go ahead with that.
Okay. So there's no specific reason you use menti.com.
No. Yes.
Thank
absolutely.
you.
Okay, so Azmina, the next question is from Saloni. She asked, is the app mobile friendly?
Oh, good question. Yes, absolutely. It is mobile friendly. You can download it in your mobile phone, and even your children will be able to go to menti.com in the phone and answer the questions.
The next question is from KJ.
I'm so sorry. Hold on. I'm so sorry. But Saloni, if you want to create your presentations in your mobile phone, it's going to be a little difficult because the screen is too small. So I would prefer you to use a laptop or a PC for that. Yes, Hamid.
The next question is from Kinjal. She's asking, can we come to know the name of students participating?
Good question again. I'm gonna go to the presentation and just have a look at that. Well, I know that you can see the number of participants in the quiz or in the activity at that point of time, but the names I'm not sure of. That feature you have in quizzes.com, but I'm not sure if that's there in Mentimeter.
I would like to add up, even when we participated here, they in Mentimeter, the question was not asked about of typing the name. So I guess the name is not visible.
Great, awesome. So you don't see the names, but you see the number of participants who have joined in your link.
Okay, so you have answered the next question. The Priyal asked, can we know how many students are participating? And the next question is from Suchi. She's asking, is that in the quiz while answering, there was a limitation of 20 words or letter. So is it auto or manual? So there was a quiz in which we had two options.
Okay, well, you will have to repeat the question.
Okay,
Where is the 20 word limit option?
Yeah, there was a limit.
Freedom fighter.
In the freedom fighter question, there was a limit. So yeah, she's asking the limitation of 20 words, is it auto or you set it manually?
It's auto. It's all automatic.
And she also asking can we add only one picture or more than one?
I guess one picture, but you can like make a collage and add multiple pictures, but you can add only one in one particular slide. Well, if you try using different templates, the layouts, and if you have that kind of a feature of using two different pictures, then well and good, then you can.
So the final question is from Priyanka. She's asking, can we import this presentation into PowerPoint or Google Slides?
You can, but as I said, that is the upgraded version or the premium version of Menti. But you can, of course, take screenshots and have it saved somewhere. But you can't download it in the free version of it.
Okay, so thank you, Azmina, for answering all the queries. The platform is open for feedback from the participants. So is there any participants who is willing to give the feedback?
Yes, Hamid, it's me, Nagraj here.
Yeah.
So, Azmina, you have explained each and every property of Mentimeter very well, which shows that how deeply you have studied the application to explain us.
I'm so sorry, Nagraj. Can you like remove the spotlight from my screen? Thank you.
Yeah, Nagraj, you're audible. You can continue, please.
Yeah. So as I said, that you have very well explained each and every part of the Mentimeter, which shows how deeply you have studied. Along with that, you have completed your presentation in time without taking too much time, and you very well explained each and every one's question, which shows how dedicated you are for this SDC program. So keep it up. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate those kind words. Thank you, Nagraj.
Is there anyone else for the feedback? Okay, so I think, thank you, Nagraj. Thank you for the feedback. Now, I would request Dr. Meenakshi Lat to provide us with her valuable feedback.
Yes.
Ma'am.
So I must congratulate Azmina for the lovely presentation on Mentimeter, where it is clear that she has really explored that software app or rather that tool, and she's gone into details and given you quite a good overview of the tool and how it can be used. And I must also appreciate the audience, which asked really some technical questions, which showed that they were paying attention and that they are familiar with online tools like this. So that's really great. Also, congratulations to all who have organized and are and Hamid, who was moderating today. Congratulations to you. I think this is really a good start, and Azmina, you will discover that in the afternoon session, all of you will learn much more, because when you follow up with this session, not only you will understand the nuances, but also kind of seal that learning in your mind. So as we have put in such a lot of effort today for this session, but now the mentors, the kind of effort and the kind of learning which is going to take place post lunch, I guarantee you it is going to be as much or more. So I'm really, really happy with this. And I can see that, I mean, I feel like now we are pretty relevant, and that our students can handle all the teaching, learning, especially teaching their peers. So that's really wonderful. And I congratulate all the faculty, and especially Dr. Jha, who has initiated this and conceptualized this. Also, I'm sure, guided you so nicely that you have presented. So keep it up, and well done. Well done to all of you, and well done especially Azmina and Hamid for this. And also, I know that there are people in the background who are managing the Zoom, and I must thank them also, because without the background work, nothing can happen on stage. So always the people at the back end are working as hard and as the people on stage. So it's great teamwork, wonderful. I hand over to Hamid for further proceedings.
Thank you so
Thank
much,
you very
ma'am.
much, Meenakshi ma'am. Yeah, sorry, Hamid.
Thank you, Dr. Meenakshi, for encouraging and for such a wonderful comments. It has really inspired and made the day for all of us. And I'm sure your speech, your feedback, impressions for the mentors and the mentees is going to ignite the spark, the much needed spark to carry on the further SDC activities. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for your wishes and blessings to all of us.
Thank you. Thank you. My pleasure entirely to be in this session.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much, sir. Now I'll hand over the session to Miss Jessica for the formal vote of thanks.
Thank you, Hamid. Gratitude makes sense of our past, brings peace for today, and creates a vision for tomorrow, says Melody Bitti. As the first day of scaffolding digital competencies tools for synchronous and asynchronous intro class to an end, I deem it an honor to receive the opportunity on behalf of this entire class to propose my vote of thanks. The first and foremost, I would like to express my thanks to our resource person, Ms. Azmina, for sharing her vast knowledge on online tool, namely Mentimeter, a very creative tool. A very special thanks to our principal of Bombay Teachers Training College, Dr. Bhagwan Balani, and Vice Principal, Dr. Mandeep Kochar, for always looking out for new and motivative ways in which we students, teachers can learn and grow. My sincerest gratitude to Dr. Rajiv Jha, the organizing secretary, for bringing to us the best practice, scaffolding digital competencies, and mentor for the student. Mentors this very insightful, outstanding faculty at Bombay Teachers Training College. Thanks to you for all contributed support and encouragement. I thank Dr. Meenakshi Lat for observance of today. I also extend my grateful thanks to wonderful and enthusiastic students, volunteers, especially Mr. Hamid Raza, for their availabilities and their endless support. Thanks a million to our technical team that so efficiently supported us. Last but not the least, a very hearty thanks to you, the participants and audience who have been with us till the end of this session. Thank you. Over to you, Amit.
Thank you so much, Jessica. So thank you everyone, as Jessica has did already, for being here, for being with us, and we will end this session here. Thank you so much. So now,
Also everyone, we're like meeting after the lunch break, and we'll be going into breakout rooms, as I already said, and we're gonna practice using Mentimeter. Hamid, do you want to say something? Okay, all right. So yeah, we're gonna practice it. So please be there, and your mentors are gonna be there to help you out with the preparation of some quiz or some activity using Mentimeter. And you can definitely feel free to reach out to me in the unofficial group or the official group, anything, or to me personally as well.
And dear mentees, this is a essential component of your internship and practice teaching preparation program. It is a part and parcel of your internship. So in a way, after simulated, your mentorship, this internship training is still on, even though you have not gone to school, but this is a preparation for that. Just like simulated lessons, this is a preparation in digital, developing your digital competencies. And the scaffolding part is being done by the 12 mentors. So we have 6 groups, and in each group breakout room, we will have 2 mentors guiding you for this particular tool. So do have a hands-on experience, clarify your doubts. It's a peer-to-peer session, peer tutoring session. Enjoy this session, but also learn a lot. Attendance is a must. The mentors are going to report us about the attendance and your active participation in the session. So it is, though it is a peer-to-peer and a fun session, it is going to be a fun session for sure, and a lot of learning, but yet remember, it is a formal session. It's very much a part and parcel of your internship and the timetable. So I wish you all the best.
All the best. Well done.
ma'am, can you stop the recording?
Yes.